We are now hearing from Tyler Booker, the newest Dallas Cowboy from the Star in Frisco. Let's listen in.
You know, like as you mentioned, I went to IMG, high school, went to Alabama, the college. Now I'm with the Dallas Cowboys, the biggest pro team. So it's truly a blessing. And going into each level, obviously the buildings get a little bit bigger, and this is definitely the biggest out of all three. It's just truly a blessing to be here, and I just want to take this time to shout out my family while I'm looking at them. They're sitting over there, and I wouldn't be where I am without them. They essentially had to watch their son grow up over FaceTime because I left home when I was 14 to chase this football dream. So for them to have the trust in me and love and really making that sacrifice, I just want to say I thank y'all and I love y'all.
I'll give you guys that.
Calvin Watkins, Dallas Morning News. You went to IMG. How did that shape you to go to the next level?
IMG shaped me for the next level because it was essentially the next level. You're pretty much doing a college schedule. So we practiced in the morning, we went to school in the afternoon. We played a national schedule, so I was used to traveling. I was used to scheduling my time, and we would be done with our day around 5 or 6 o'clock. So you have all that time before you go to bed, so you have an opportunity to get ahead of the schoolwork, to get some recovery in, to get an extra lift in. So just as college was. So IMG definitely prepared me for Alabama.
It's one thing to commute from Connecticut to Jersey. You got to Brooklyn Catholic, but you had to leave, go to Florida. How tough was that as a young man? I think you were 14, 15 when you had to move to Florida. How tough was that? It
was tough, but it molded me into who I am today. Like, I feel like as a man, nobody grows in comfort. You have to be in situations where you're uncomfortable. That's how you grow as a man, when you have to figure some stuff out, when you have to figure out, like, okay, how bad do I really love football? How bad do I really want this? Because you can ask my parents, like, there were days where I was like, man, I'm tired. I want to come home as a 14 and 15-year-old, and they just reminded me of my goal. They reminded me why I was there, and they told me that if you just keep on working, you stick to it, everything's going to happen the way it's supposed to. So, again, thank y'all for keeping me on track.
Tommy.
Tommy Arch, Dallas Cowboys. I'm Colin Tyler. Getting to see Connor Riley and Ramon Chenyoung earlier, what were those conversations like, and what have they told you about how excited they are to get to work with you?
Yeah, it was just a whole lot of excitement. We really embraced each other. We had a great time on the 30 visit, just seeing how Coach Riley coaches and to see how he coaches. That's a way that I learned really well. He's very, very animated, very loud, very demonstrative, and very much like my past two coaches in college, Coach Wolford and Coach Cap. Like both those guys, same way. Very demonstrative, very loud, very animated, and I respond well to that kind of coaching. So I'm very excited to get to work and learn from Coach.
Earlier on the visit too.
All right, we're hearing the first words from the brand new Dallas Cowboy, Tyler Booker, taken in the number 12 pick by the Dallas Cowboys. He says he's been working toward this day since he was 14 years old. A lot of sacrifices along the way, but it's paying off now. We're going to continue following that news conference there at the Star in Frisco. We're going to bring you the very latest on some of the rest of what Tyler Booker has to say coming up in just a little while at 5 o'clock. And, of course, we'll have a full wrap-up tonight at 10. The Cowboys will continue to add more players to their roster as well. Round 2 and 3 will be airing right here on WFAA starting tonight at 6 p.m. We'll pick right back up again with the remaining rounds tomorrow. That all starts up at 11 o'clock tomorrow morning.